So what does this mean? The Big Ten is only going to play conference football for the 2020 season. It means their schedule is going to go to 9 or 10 games, it looks like. I guess they could have 12 games, but you're going to probably play one team twice, and that's not going to be fair for anybody. So you're looking at maybe a 10 game season, and the Big Ten basically just put a chokehold on the rest of the conferences. It's going to be very hard for a bowl game playoff committee to choose between one conference that stayed in their conference and only played 10 games versus another conference where the teams played outside their conference and played 12 games. Basically what the Big Ten saying is this is what we believe is the best for all of college football. This is what we're going to do, and it's basically what you're going to do. It sucks. Ohio State, Oregon was probably going to be the biggest week 2 game. What this means is Ohio State goes undefeated. Ohio State wins the Big Ten. It's pretty simple. The only chance they had of losing in my mind is Oregon, at Oregon. That game's gone. So you have Ohio State not having to leave their conference. They're clearly the best team. They go undefeated and they make the playoff. What the issue I'm having is the Big Ten basically made the decision for all the other conferences because, like I said earlier, by the way they just made it, we're going to stay in the conference. It's basically going to make every other conference stay in their conference to keep it as fair as possible. Now, of course, the ACC conference staying in the conference is not the same as the SEC staying in their conference. Totally understand that. But it's just we're going to have a 10 game season, and it's going to suck. It's the best way to do it. It looks like they're pushing it back to October start. So no start in September. Does that mean they get to practice more in September? Does that mean their start date of practice is pushed back to September? It's just going to be a cluster. Whatever the other conferences decide, it's going to be a cluster. Some teams are going to have an unfair advantage. It's going to be college football. Yes, Vegas will make over/under wins for the season, no matter how many games they're playing. Vegas will still put out spreads for every game for every week. Vegas needs that money. So if Vegas is going to put out the numbers, I'm going to be betting the numbers. But the evaluation of the win totals over and under for a 12 game season, that's going to be changed. It basically looks like everyone's going to be in a 10 game season. I would love for another conference to be like, screw that. We're going to play 12 games. We're not going to change our actual schedule. We're going to play 12 games, or even stay in your conference and play 12 games. I know you have to play a team twice in some conferences. I understand that. But do you? With 10 games? With 12? Yeah, you would. But 10 games, every conference should be able to play without playing the same team twice. I don't know. And then in the SEC, so if they go to this, they get rid of their out-of-conference games. So they have to pick up 2 more SEC teams. I don't think anybody's going to pick up Alabama, LSU, Georgia, and Florida. So is everybody going to be jockeying for South Carolina and Kentucky? I mean, what 2 do you pick up? Do you pick 2 from, well, you already play every team in your side of the conference, so the West plays every team in the West. So you've got to pick up 2 more in the East. Alabama's already playing Georgia. Does that mean Alabama picks up Florida too and has the toughest schedule by far in the country? I don't know. Do they pick up Vanderbilt and Kentucky and go with that route? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It looks like everything will be pushed back. It looks like the Pac-12 will announce it already. It just sucks because you're not going to have the out-of-conference games that just, everyone has a conference they like. And it just sucks. It's going to be a shitty year of football. It's going to be totally unfair in some areas. But if the end goal is to win money, you can still win money on this. Just have to bet more each week. It's the only way to do it. If there's going to be less weeks, it's the only way to do it. And if this isn't fixed by bowl season, what are they going to do? Cancel the bowls but have the playoffs? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But it looks like that's what, it looks like that's what everybody's going to do. It just popped up that the Pac-12 will announce conference games only football schedule shortly after the Big Ten does. So maybe this is something they all talked about and figured out. But, we'll figure it out and see what happens. At the end of the day, we're all just trying to make money. So hopefully we can make some money, go with that. Take care. Hopefully you enjoyed this video of this breakdown and how the season's going to kind of go. I am going to get Diamond Jim on here so we can start doing our preseason bets once the conferences figure out how many games they're going to be betting, which means Vegas is going to have to redo the lines and get those out, and then we'll be able to make our bets and give you our bets. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe, and thank you for watching. Take care.